Yes. Yeah. And can also be lots of other things.
Yeah, lots of.
Because it's premised on there being, when you actually think about this, this is actually a prediction equation. It says x1, x2 plus error, because there's always error in a prediction, equals y. So what you've done is the basic equation for a linear regression. And linear regressions are nothing but this. That is the magic formula for almost every predictive relationship we have in science.
I have a question.
Yes.
But wouldn't they be like technically the same? But like the only difference is that passes through the oranges. But like technically they're like the same. But like if you like move this one like right here in the middle, it will technically be the
Well,
same.
again, what is the same is the slope.
Yeah.
The slope is the same, but the relationships are different because these are negative, negative, these are positive, positive. You have negative, positive, and positive, negative. So you have covered all four types of relationships that can predict y. But the truth is, how this and that are similar is slope. They have matched slopes, which is fantastic. Again, you are doing it and learning it as linear relationships. When you get to college, you will learn this as a simple regression equation. It allows you to predict any continuous variable y from continuous variable x's. So you can, for example, predict your income, which would be y, from your education plus error. So that says your education will not always predict at 100% your income, but that education accounts for a substantial amount of the variance in your income plus some error. Your age could be error, the part of the country you live in could be error. There are lots of other factors that may alter the relationship between your education and income. But that is a basic regression equation, and that will take you very far in science. Fantastic.
Kaylee?
What's the difference between regression and
There technically is no difference. You're simply using this to describe, and regression is used to predict.
You're okay.
Did they die?
No.
Okay, they're not dead. I'll be okay. All right.
We have good people.
Yes.
Kaylee?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Again, so there technically is no difference. It's just how it's used. In this case, you're using this formula to describe the slope of the relationship between x and y. As you progress in science, you will use that exact same formula or a derivation of it to predict y's from x's. So x can be related to y, or x can be predictive of y. That is the only difference between this and what you'll do when you get to college. Same formula though, same basic formula.
And here we have Kaylee. Kaylee, you want to
Kaylee,
explain?
talk to me. You're making me excited.
Okay, so in order to graph the coordinates, like on the graph, you have to learn about the types of slope, which are positive slope, negative slope, zero slope, and unidentified slope. And what positive slope does is it increases the line as it goes up from left to right.
So as x increases, y increases.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And negative slope decreases. Zero
So
slope.
tell it to me in x and y terms. So as x increases, what happens to y in negative slope? It decreases.
Yeah.
So in here, positive literally means as one goes up, the other one goes up. Negative means as one goes up, the other one goes down. Tell me about this one in terms of x and y.
As x goes left, y goes
Nothing happens. There is no slope. It means that there's a straight line.
yeah, it's on the x.
It's a straight line. You don't have slope. Tell me about undefined slope.
Unidentified, it goes across the x line.
So it's undefined.
so that's why
Don't
it
know,
increases.
unknown.
Mm-hmm.
He makes me excited.
Come on, some other folks are waiting for you. Aren't they awesome? Thank you
They
guys.
are.
I was so impressed to show
I
Dr.
love
Edwards.
this one too. Because this could actually then be converted into molds. And molds is what they will ultimately have for chemistry. So molar relationships, that's fantastic. This is like nerd heaven.
Look at this, Dr. Edwards.
Love it.
When my children were babies, I
Mhm.
repeated this to them every night.
Mm-hmm.
Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't scared of nothing neither.
Mhm.
Didn't come in the world to be no slave,
Mhm.
and wasn't going to stay one either.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's a whole
Yup.
thing. And then farewell she sang to her friends one night. She was mighty sad to leave them, but she ran away that dark hot night, ran looking for her freedom. She ran to the woods and she ran through the woods with the slave catchers right behind her. And she kept on going till she got to the north where those mean men couldn't find her. 19 times she went back south to get 300 others. She ran for her freedom 19 times to save black sisters and brothers. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff, wasn't scared of nothing neither. Didn't come in the world to be no slave, and wasn't going to stay one either. And didn't stay one either.
We gotta have some more people who
Which one
understand
of you
Harriet.
read this?
Allison wrote this one. I wrote that.
Somebody read it though. Did Allison read it?
Did you read it? Yeah, they were reading it in 7th grade.
Okay.
I think so.
Look at Paul Lawrence Dunbar.
Mhm. I saw it.
And so they're learning about, over here, what was it? Was it alliteration? What was it? Alliteration, there it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Repetition and rhyme.
And then over here is repetition, right?
Mhm.
So isn't that awesome? Thank you guys for coming. Look at your bacteria on the floor.
I know.
The vocabulary we know.
Vectors. And learning about vectors, which is so sad, because most of us didn't learn about vectors till we got to college.
Wow. Who are you looking for?
Oh, Namir Bennett. Oh, they went to do the science.
Yes, they're coming right back. I'm sorry.
Yes, sound movement. So wave energy.
Right, sound energy was here,
Mhm.
and they made this to demonstrate it.
Mhm.
It's a what you call that thing? Clarinet. They
Mhm.
made a
Mm-hmm.
clarinet.
That's fantastic. There's actually a formula for that.
Really?
There's a mathematical formula.
Really?
This
So
is
these guys are
outstanding.
waiting for
This
you
is
here.
ridiculous. Oh, look at the floor. Wow. Mitosis, meiosis, bacteriophages. That looks like a euglena. It's a uniflagellate.
It's a flagellum, right?
Mm-hmm. I was trying to figure out which one it was. I think it's euglena. Kind of looks like it. That's an amoeba. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that is.
Well, it's got a flatulent on it though, and amoebas don't have flatulence.
Well, Ben knows this stuff. Ben is gonna be a doctor. So Ben, you better tell from doctor to doctor, tell him what you got.
What you got?
So these are all the different parts of the bacteria, right?
Uh-huh.
There's the flagellum, that's what helps it move around.
Mm-hmm.
This is the DNA, this is what injects into the human's body.
Mm-hmm.
It's the, this is the pili,
Mhm.
that's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Pili. The capsid, that's what protects it and stuff.
The nuclear capsule.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Has a nuclear membrane, which is a semi-permeable membrane. What else is in the nucleus?
Nuclear, the nuclear would be RNA or DNA, could be different kinds.
So you get messenger RNA moving back and forth, carrying DNA sequences. This is really detailed too.
When Ben becomes a doctor and I show you this video, you'll see.
Golgi bodies. Where are your ribosomes? You have some ribosomes? You have, let's see, I'm looking for some ribosomes. I think we may have some here.
Isn't this ribosome?
Right here, ribosome plasmid.
Yes.
And this too? Ben?
Mhm. Yes.
This one says ribosome.
Uh-huh. Should be the little dots. Wow. Very detailed, very fantastic.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Worthy. Tell Dr. Edwards. I mean, Dr. Worthy. Tell Dr.
Worthy,
Edwards.
talk to me.
So I got viruses.
Mm-hmm.
They can affect you and they can never be killed, but you can like get a vaccine
Mhm.
to prevent them.
What's a vector?
Oh, something that transmits a disease.
Just a big package of DNA or RNA actually. It's that's what a virus typically is. It's just that's why it's so hard to kill. It's just a packet of information about the organism used to infect another organism. Wow, fantastic. You have endoplasmic reticulum?
I don't think we have that.
Because the endoplasmic reticulum can be smooth or rough. Rough endoplasmic reticulum actually has ribosomes on it. And smooth endoplasmic reticulum does not have ribosomes on it. So, endoplasmic reticulum is a very, 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 very important part of the cell structure.
So the vector carries
A vector is
germs, you said?
No DNA. Or
DNA
RNA.
and RNA. And what's DNA and RNA?
Like it can basically just put all of that into another cell.
So the RNA, is it like a messenger?
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
versus transfer. There are multiple kinds of RNA.
Oh, there's a transfer one?
tRNA, mRNA. This is amazing.
What is that, Ben?
That's a prokaryote acid.
Prokaryote with a big flagellum. It's flagellated.
What's whatever. What's that, Ben?
I'm pretty sure it's a type of bacteria, right?
Plant.
It's a plant. What's it do? Doctor, we don't even know.
It takes like it goes into the human body and injects this thing into it. It's DNA or RNA.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing,
The floor
guys.
just is. It's not a floor. And what happens when you cut the light out? Can you see it?
You can, but not
I
at
didn't
this
see
level.
it. I walked through here 5
Yeah.
times and
You'd
didn't.
have to look real carefully.
It's because there's some light towards you.
Got you.
Mhm.
Endoplasmic reticulum is the only cell organelle that I didn't see.
Yeah, I understand.
Everything else is perfect. Smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum. You should look them up.
This says rough endoplasmic.
Oh, it does. It does. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's endoplasmic reticulum that would have ribosomes on it.
There's
It's ribosomal endoplasmic reticulum. What's the mitochondria do?
What?
Mitochondria.
I don't think we looked that much into it.
It's the powerhouse of the cell. It takes ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and converts it into ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and converts that into cyclic AMP, or monophosphate. It removes phosphate bonds as a way of generating energy for cells. It is the powerhouse of a cell. It is what, in part, makes you alive. It is the energy source. And it does that through phosphate bonds. There's a process called glycolysis that actually then talks about how energy is produced inside the cell. That looks fantastic.
Dr. Edwards didn't learn this in 8th grade, and he's a doctor. He's excited because y'all should be learning some of this in college.
Yes.
So guess what that means? You're ready for college.
Yes.
You're ready to make Dr. Edwards money.
They are doing better than me.
Go look outside at his car. You ready to make Dr. Edwards money in 4 years? You gotta just stay in school.
Nucleolus inside the nucleus. That's good. Which implies there's a nuclear membrane here that would define the nucleus.
What's that on the ceiling, guys? Is that a germ back
Part
there?
of a virus.
Oh. Y'all didn't forget
They
anything.
did fantastic.
Thank you.
What is this? Oh, this is this is
White
meiosis.
Smith, is your class able to show Dr. Edwards this when they settle down?
We're going down from up here.
That's a perfect time. Can we?
I can get one person.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, ladies, get ready.
I'm ready. I'm listening. This is meiosis. Oh. This is mitosis or meiosis?
Meiosis, they
Ah.
go. It's your
Yes,
accent.
there's only one difference between meiosis and mitosis. I'm listening. I'm listening.
And then this is prophase, when the chromosome starts to form, and they're already formed.
Or they begin to differentiate. Mhm.
And then this is metaphase, is when the chromosomes are in the middle.
Mhm. So they begin to polarize. You get the establishment of your poles.
And then this is anaphase, this is when they start like
Separating. Yes, yes, yes. You're headed toward two cells.
and then this is her first.
Take your time.
This is second part of meiosis.
Mhm.
This is metaphase.
Mhm.
This is prophase.
Why are you going back?
Part 2, so it's like meiosis has like 2 parts.
Mhm.
This part twice.
Mhm.
So this is these two. So that's where the cells have come. Excuse me. This is phase. Total parts are separated from each other. This is small phase. So this is like the whole phase. So it ends up with 4 cells, 4 daughter cells.
Mhm. Yes, yes. So what's the difference between mitosis and meiosis?
Well, meiosis, first of all, does 2 sets of the same thing. So it's like 4 daughter cells.
Mhm.
While mitosis ends up with 2 daughter cells.
Dang, that was right. Dog, that was good. That was good.
You thought they didn't know. huh?
Oh, she ain't playing.
They're not playing.
So mitosis happens with regular cells, and meiosis happens with sex cells, sperm and ova.
Dr. E, come this way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I be stepped
Keep
on
talking.
I think I just stepped on a virus. Go.
I think meiosis is asexual. Mitosis is
Actually, the opposite. Yes, mitosis is asexual. Mitosis is asexual. Meiosis is sexual. Ah, all right.
Go ahead, Abdul.
So basically, this is the electrical circuit, and this is the main circle, which has all the energy, which is made from different parts. It's the connection and it's the output.
So this is a battery source. Uh-huh.
It's such as a generator.
Mhm.
That's what people like to call it, this their connection. Basically, the connection transfers the energy into the output because without the energy, the connection wouldn't work and you have no energy to transfer. And the output is basically anything you want to light up with or use with energy so it can move. Right? And right here, this is the circuit. If you have an incomplete circuit, the energy just go all around the person instead of being focused into the value. But when you complete this, when you complete the circuit, you can make things move like this.
That's it. Oh! Oh! That's good. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like it. Oh! Oh! Brother. Oh, that is good.
You didn't expect that?
No.
A whole demonstration of what he said. They built that.
I see. Wow. I see. That's how you get the vibration. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Wow.
You did great. Thank
He did
you.
really great.
Okay, she's waiting for you. Come on. Thank you, Abdul. Hmm?
She have her big kids back behind her.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
I'm listening.
Okay, so we did a harmonica to represent sound waves. So when we blow into the harmonica, so we put a rubber band through it. So when we blow into it, it's gonna vibrate, and then that's gonna make the sound waves. You want me to represent?
Yes. That's fine. So what's the difference between a sound wave and a visual wave?
A visual wave, like you can see it. A sound wave is that you can't see it.
So it's on the same spectrum. It's just that there's a narrow band that we actually can see, and there's a narrow band that we can hear. But the same.
They're the same.
Yes. Oh. Fantastic.
Great job, Jacqueline. Thank you.
Very good explanation too. You answered questions. That's good.
Yeah, they're great. What's up, ladies? Good morning. Where y'all off to?
This is exciting. I could be here all month. Hey man, I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing? Good. Good to see you. You doing better? Good. I'm not surprised. I probably got all kinds of stuff on my
That's
face.
it, the glow.
Yes, I got the glow. I'm glowing.
You're glowing. You remember Brandon? Did you say hello?
I do.
Say hello.
How you doing? Be good, brother. Oh, I could be here all year.
I know. This is your kind of
This
jam.
is-
You would, if we could do this all the time, you'd be the principal.
You'd have to kick me out. Like, will you go home?
I know.
Stop bothering people.
So they made this
Energy
energy
transfer.
and they do a demonstration.
So
They went to
from-
lunch, so you don't get to see
This is
that.
in kinetic energy.
Okay.
This is a kinetic energy display.
So you say, and they did some Hispanic heritage stuff. Come on, Mr. Science, that's not science.
Yes, it's still science. That's geography.
Oh, that's true.
You know, science is everywhere. It's everything.
It's true.
DR, Brazil. Wow, okay. Figures of speech. More Euclidean geometry. Verbally.
Here's something else, and they do a good job of talking about solids and gases.
Yes.
3 states of matter.
That's one for that is ice, water, and steam.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 states of matter of one combination. That's exactly what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Ice, water, steam. Force and motion. Oh, I like that one.
I have a push-pull thing. They have chocolates out,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll demonstrate which chocolate melts faster and why. You have the water cycle. We're going to the lower grade, so you'll see it gets a little less
Quite
complex.
sophisticated. How many adults in the public could do this?
Not me. Hygrometer.
Yes,
wind vanes.
hygrometers.
You see? What you don't know, you hire for. I
That's
don't know why.
exactly it. That's exactly it.
Look at the push-up the demonstration.
There's
Isn't that
actually a
awesome?
mathematical formula for that.
Wow. And they're showing
Heat
the 3 types
transfer.
of heat
Mhm.
transfer. Types
And
of
look back to
weather.
make sure I ain't missing that.
I know.
Clouds. I'm surprised they don't have hydrocumulus clouds and
Mm-hmm. Because
all
they
of the
do
different
talk
cloud
about
formations.
it. Yeah.
Is this a volcano?
Yes. And they're out here at the times talking it through. It's just fantastic to see them. They'll talk you through this math problem.
Yes. Oh. Mm-hmm. So they have to solve the X. That's good. That's good. Wow. Okay, I walked down the hall and without the lights. I saw nothing
Right.
close to this.
Right.
That's
That's why I
just saw.
wanted
I
you
don't
to
know
come
what
back.
I saw.
I
When
know.
I saw your face, I said, wait till those lights go off.
Yes.
It's another world.
Oh my God, this
Let me
is
close
brilliant.
this door.
Yeah, close the door.
This is brilliant. Constellations, So that's astronomy.
If there is that.
Wow. Scientific method.
See how they did the question?
Mm-hmm.
Then they
Again, scientific method.
Oh, that's
what
what
I
you-
was.
Mhm.
That's what that is. You have
Okay.
a research question.
Right.
You have. They had methodology.
Mm-hmm. What he said.
Now, what is this? Oh my God! This is fantastic. Water cycles. If I understood Spanish, that would be good.
Exactly. But isn't
But I
it
see the
awesome
volcano. Yes.
that they were able to allow them to?
Yes, that's so important.
It is.
That's so important. Yes, welcome STEM. The best way to welcome STEM is to do STEM.
Yeah. They did some demonstration with this. If you were here doing that, you'd see.
Fireflies. Yes. Magma chambers. Solids and gaseous states of matter. Avogadro's number. There's a beautiful formula for gases.
Mm-hmm.
I think 6.04 times 10 to the 24th, maybe? Something like that. It's been a while since I've
What he says.
Avogadro's. Yes, they do. They defy gravity in the same way we do. Oh man! Do you all have living? You have living stuff on the wall.
I know.
Yes, capillary action. So this must be celery.
Yes.
Yes. Celery is great for capillary action. I'm surprised it's not glowing.
I know, right?
If you cut the bottom off, it forms a scab. If you cut the bottom of the celery off every day, it will continue to absorb and it will glow in the dark.
Wow.
I've actually done that experiment.
I'll let them know.
Yes, same thing here. That's what this is, capillary action. Famous magnetism. Again, there's a great formula for this one too. Yep. So these must be neodymium. I bet they're neodymium. Yeah, they are. There, you have neodymium magnets. That is so cool. So I bought myself neodymium magnets. I have about 6 pounds of neodymium magnets. They're the strongest magnets that you can get.
So this is exciting.
This is exciting. I have neodymium magnets.
Just more explanation of that.
Yeah. Although this includes much more of the leaf process. That's much more of the root and stem process. Expiration. There's a thing that goes on the iPad. There should be a ball that goes right there, and it should levitate between the two magnetic forces. Yep. I can come back and see that one. That is going to be fun.
Good. Leaders, you need to be in your classroom right now. Thank you.
That was fantastic. Oh my God, that was fantastic.
Look at your face.
I know. Oh my God, that is fantastic. Wow. That's how you learn science. That's how I learned science. I was exposed, and then that led to questions, and then that led to my own experiments, and then that led to fires, and then that led to me being put on punishment, and that led to me actually
the sciences.
I'm still the nerd. Wow, this is fantastic. The glowing science is probably the best idea I have seen ever for science.
I agree.
I have
Mr.
never.
Barley. And the children had their tips of their fingers glowing, so when they explain.
You can see it. Absolutely the best, most genius ever.
Yeah, I agree. The kids had the best time. And at 1:30 they start over. This is the last day of the science fair.
I came on the right day.
You did.
You
should have seen the parents here on Friday.
I bet they were overwhelmed. I would have been.
They were overwhelmed.
I would have been. Oh my God. here, we gotta get the floor. The floors are incredible. You gotta get the floors.
Hi, my love.
Yes, sir. How you doing? That's fine, that's fine. Good to see you. Yes, sir. The floors are incredible. Like, look at that. That's amazing. I just learned some DR history.
Look at this. Right on the
Oh, yeah.
on the bathroom wall.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your hands.
It is exactly what we're talking about. It's the real life example.
Exactly.
I didn't even see the salt
Mm.
solution. Mm. So that must be solutions. I wonder how that fits into the
Viruses, yeah.
I see the water going in, I see the salt going in, I see the new solution that is the combination of both. But now I see viruses around it. So
Right. I think they were talking about medicines for viruses,
Gotcha.
but I'm not sure.
Antiviral.
Yeah.
Who did the drawings? The kids did
The
drawings?
kids. Everything you see, the kids did.
That's impossible.
With very little. I have video as they were doing it.
That's impossible.
And all the teachers still in the rooms teaching and would send some of them out at a time. And they would be doing it.
Look at the detail.
Yeah. The kids did all of the projects, art. This is a display of their work.
So this is going to be yearly.
We do this annually,
Yes.
once a year.
Yes.
We've never done
I mean,
the
this.
lights.
This
But we
is.
always have one, sister. The other one, we had another great one but we're always trying to outdo ourselves. Another one, we had a black room when coronavirus, and we showed them that in one room. But this is, we've
I like
outdone
the
it
whole
this
second
time.
floor. Next year, the first and second floor.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
It really is. I'll tell
Oh
you
my
something after
Okay.
we celebrate this. You're gonna.
Was there a winner?
No, we don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want me to, but I don't. I think there's some stymieing of creativity.
Yes,
when you put that in.
yes.
But
Yes,
I will, great. I will talk with teachers about my impressions of their teaching. Not, I don't want to talk to children about.
I get it.
They do this great thing here about the Coca-Cola and how much everybody, after they're finished, swears off of Coke.
Yeah.
They do a great.
Again, this can be actually converted into molds, which is so interesting.
Yeah.
This is the basic math of intro chemistry class.
Wow.
This is a college level chemistry class.
Wow.
That's what they're doing.
Wow. Miss Bivens?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I see? This is the teacher for all of the math. She's about 28 years old. 26.
The math is fantastic. In particular because some of the math represents exactly what they'll do in the first year college classes. That's first
College.
year chemistry. That's literally first year chemistry.
In
The
college.
only thing that is not here is converting the grams to moles.
To moles.
And if you did that, that would literally be first year chemistry. The slopes are all Euclidean geometry that you're going to get in the first year, probably algebra classes in college. So the math is actually extraordinarily well in preparing them for
I
college.
want to introduce you to. This is the teacher responsible for these poems that we're loving. This is the chairman of the board.
How did you select? Good to meet you too. How did you select the poems?
Well, so we have just actually finished reading, well, we are in the midst of poetry right now in 7th grade, but I picked 2 favorites. I mean, I love this one because I'm a big Harriet Tubman fan, but also Collins Dunbar, the first, really famous Black poet. So.
I know of this poem because I had to learn it.
Did you?
And so that is a favorite poem.
Oh,
That
is it really?
and Invictus.
Oh, well, there we go.
I like Invictus too.
Yeah.
And so that really is. I was just wondering how you got, how you selected these as your final poems. Because they both, I think, have really different meanings for the kids.
Yes.
And they really should have different meaning for our faculty. They both speak differently.
Yes, very different tones and very different. This is great for imagery. This is great for sound.
This is also great for projecting yourself into a world that does not exist for you yet.
Right.
That is a great metaphor for healthy delusions. I am in a place that does not exist, but I'll create it. And this is the struggle to get to that place. And so they really are 2 different, completely different places, but I like both.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great selection.
I was really excited that we got to read this special. I've always read the math.
If it's for the fair, they have to wait.
Poetry is supposed to complement.
Oh, yes. That person's needing help.
And you have to think about not just sentences, but clusters of sentences.
Go ahead and,
to really
yeah.
get the meaning of what he's doing.
Yeah.
And it fits well into science.
It does.
This is science. That's how most of us became a scientist. Harriet. And this is how most of us stay a scientist. And so we have the delusion of competence, the delusion of power and control.
So true. So true.
Oh my God, fantastic. Thank you.
Yes, of course. I was excited. I had a student do why am I blanking? Side profile, Harriet.
Who did
that
this?
by hand, actually, like with, not from a, looked at some pictures but used it lyric.
Wow.
Did.
It fits perfectly.
I know, I loved it. And she mixed all of the neon colors together to try to do the best.
So that it would glow. Right.
Yeah. It looks really, really great though.
It's fantastic.
Who's read it on Friday?
Who has read it on Friday? Jalen and Jada and Rex kind of rotated through doing this one, and then Natalie and Daniela.
Do they have to memorize it?
No, they just have to be able to explain. Yeah, but they of course really enjoyed this poem too, both of them. But this one is so fun. I think obviously the subject is serious, but it is so pleasing to the ear.
It is. Has a nice rhythm and
Right.
cadence to it.
Right.
So,
Fantastic.
Thank you, Ross.
Thanks,
of course, thank you. It was so
Thank
great
you.
to meet
No,
you.
great meeting you too.
Thanks. Have a good
And
day.
how did this come?
This is Mr. Barley, had them write all the vocabulary words they've learned so far.
Because that's a pretty
Exhaustive list.
Yeah,
But
it's a
guess
big-
what?
That's what I was just talking about mitochondrial. That's
They-
ATP.
They know the definitions of all that they wrote.
My boy doing this thing. My boy
That's
doing
why
this
they
thing.
get 82%
Yeah.
proficient.
That's
All of the
fantastic.
EOG asked them what's the definitions of all these. So all he does is make sure they know it.
And when I was in college, most of this
Mhm.
was not in a college textbook. That
Wow.
genomics was some future thing.
Right.
And gene vectors.
Right.
And
Was
cloning.
that in your
No,
book?
no,
Right.
Again, this was science fiction.
Right.
When
Right.
I was in school.
Yeah.
And now this is in a 7th and 8th grade
Great.
science
Right.
class.
Right.
I feel so
Right.
antiquated.
I know you knew this one.
Yeah,
That's
I know
you.
that one. I know that one.
Look, somebody's contagious.
It is what most people did and had.
Mm-hmm.
Just fantastic.
Isn't it amazing?
Parents have to be just overwhelmed.
Yes. I saw a lot of social media posts